Health Nuts, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole, for those of you who are new here. Today we are tackling the spring cleaning since it is that time of year, and if you haven't started already, don't worry, there's still lots of time before summer comes, but you definitely want to get it done now before the super nice weather comes so you can actually enjoy it and you're not stuck indoors cleaning. And I really want to share the importance of bringing other people involved with the spring cleaning. So I actually got Matt involved. We both tackled the condo because for those of you who don't know, Matt and I are actually moving in a couple weeks. So actually when this video goes live, we would be unpacking in our new place, which is really cool. And we really just wanted to take this time to basically clean out our space, declutter, organize, do some packing, and we thought we would film it and document it and share some of mine and Matt's hacks for cleaning and what we like to do. So if you guys are interested in cleaning, grab your mop buckets and let's get cleaning. All right, so the first room I usually like to start with is my bedroom because you wake up in the morning and the first thing that you can do is just strip your bed and wash all the sheets. Another important thing to do once in a while is rotate your mattress. Now, if you have a pillow top like we do, you can't actually flip it, so we just rotate it. And it kind of just helps keep everything even, and also too, apparently it helps with dust mites and stuff if you flip it, but like I said, I have a pillow top, so I can't do that. Another thing I like to do when I'm spring cleaning is take out all the slip covers to your decorative pillows that maybe you don't wash as often as the rest of your bedding. So I'm gonna wash all my linens in the washer machine. I'm adding in some laundry soap. I will link the one I love down below in the info box. And then I'm just gonna add in all of my whites. I like to wash my whites on super hot water to kind of help clean them without bleach. For the dryer, I like to just make sure I clean out the lint little insert thing first. And I just once in a while like to give everything a little wipe down. A lot of times your machines can easily get mildew and stuff, so it's just nice to kind of give it a nice wipe down once in a while. Now, I stopped using those dryer sheets years ago and I've switched to these wool dryer balls. These are amazing, they're reusable, there's no chemicals in them, and then I just like adding some essential oils like lavender, and it just kind of infuses it into your clothes, especially with your bedding. It's so nice to have that lavender scent. So while those are drying, I'm just gonna give my blinds a little wipe down with one of these microfiber dusters. I like these ones because you can just wash them instead of having to use those Swiffer ones and throwing them away each time. Oh. Oh no.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh no.
Come on. Lay down on the bed right there. Yeah. Be gentle.
And then with some all-purpose cleaner, I'm just gonna give the windowsill a really good wipe down because it gets really dusty and gross if you ignore it for too long. And then I'm giving the windows a good clean as well with some glass cleaner. I will link all the products I'm using down below in the info box if you guys want to check them out. I usually like to use mostly biodegradable cleaning products and microfiber cloths that I can easily just throw in the washing machine and reuse. And then I'm just going through my room and dusting anything else I can find, like my lamp. Even the vents and the corner of your ceiling will get spider webs sometimes and dust. So it's just nice to kind of take a fiber cloth and wipe those down as well. Now, it's been a while since I've decluttered my dresser, so I like to pull everything off. I find that's the easiest way to declutter. Give it a good wipe down to remove any dust or dirt. Same thing goes to anything that's going on top. If you have little vases or decorative items, you want to make sure to wipe those as well because they will get dusty over time. And I'm only putting back things that I actually need, and I'm organizing or throwing out any other stuff that I don't need. Now it's time to tackle the closet, which is always a huge task and I always procrastinate on doing it, but it's something that needs to be done at least a couple times a year. I like to first just remove everything out of the closet. You know that moment when you start cleaning your closet and you instantly regret it? That's what's happening. And then just give a little quick wipe down. You know, sometimes the shelves can get a little dusty. And then for putting things back, I try to group things that are similar together. So jackets, pants, tank tops, t-shirts, and I'll just go through it kind of determining what I want to donate, what I want to keep. Maybe if I'm going into a different season, like we're going into the hotter weather right now, I will kind of put my warmer stuff in a separate bin so it's not clogging up my closet. Same thing goes for my shoe rack. Now I have 2 shoe racks. I have one in my closet and then one in the front. For my closet one is just stuff that maybe I don't use all the time. So I just like to remove everything, give it a good wipe down. And then I'm only putting back shoes that I actually wear. So things like these leopard wedges that I bought in Australia, I don't need them. And then these old running shoe wedges, I don't know what they're called. Also donated those. And since we are going into the warmer weather, I like to put away my boots. So first thing I do is like pop in those inserts that sometimes come with your boots when you buy them, and then just give them a really good clean and wipe down. I try not to use too many chemicals, so I'm just using a wet washcloth here. And then I'm just gonna pop them into the box that I bought them in and store them away until I need to use them the next year. The bedding is all nice and washed now, so I'm gonna just make my bed. I still remember when I used to never make my bed, and now it's just one of those things I love doing. I love walking into my room and having a freshly made bed. Now, once I'm done a room, I'll usually put Wally on. He's our little robot vacuum cleaner. I love him, he's the best, and we'll kind of just close the door and let him do his thing. Okay, now we're on to the living room. So first thing we like to do is just kind of do a quick tidy up. I'm just wrapping up cords. Matt is just kind of taking a cloth and wiping out any crumbs in between the couch, which I know we're not the only ones that eat in our living room, so it's just a good thing to do once in a while. Or if you have one of those little handheld vacuum cleaners, those work well too. I took everything off of the coffee table and I'm just giving it a good wipe down. And then we're using our muscles and lifting up our very heavy coffee table. It has like storage in it, so it's really heavy. And we're just shaking off the carpet since, like I said, we like to eat in the living room and a lot of crumbs get everywhere. Guys, make sure you clean under your rug because this is disgusting. That was like the last 6 months, I think. We also made sure to clean behind the couch because once again, crumbs can fall there, dust, things get under the couch. Trust me, make sure you clean under there. And then just for good measure, we put Wally on to pick up any leftover crumbs that we might have missed. Before we put back the rug, I'm just gonna give the floor a quick wash. I have this laminate cleaner that I like to use with this microfiber like Swiffer floor thing. I don't know what it's called, but I will try and find it and link it down below. And then I'm also just taking that microfiber duster and just going around the TV and stuff and just getting rid of any dust that may collect on the electronic surfaces. And then I'm just wiping everything off with that all-purpose cleaner. Matt didn't let me Windex the TV because he was worried I would ruin it, so we just left it. If you are gonna clean your TV, don't put Windex right on it. Use it with the cloth. And when you're done a room, it's always nice to light a candle too. Another thing I love to do is wipe down all my electronics. So I don't know about you, but my laptop screen gets so dirty, especially because I have it in the kitchen a lot of times when I'm like testing recipes and cooking. Things just splatter on it and it gets really dirty. So I like to just take a cleaner and just wipe it all down with a microfiber. And then same thing with my cords, they get really gross too, so I just wipe them down, make sure to wrap them up nicely so they don't get tangled or damaged.
Never in a million years would you do that in real life.
I know, that's why I'm spring.
Even for spring.
So I'm just organizing them all nicely into this basket to keep things organized and damage-free, and just also organizing my camera case. Things get easily scattered throughout the condo, so it's just nice to kind of keep it all in one place. Same thing with my phone. I'm just gonna disinfect it and clean it. P.S. How cute is my HealthNut pop socket? I'm seriously in love with it, and hopefully we'll get them on the shop soon. Oh, and this is my background photo of Matt and I from last summer. I love that too. All right, time for the kitchen. So with the counters, same thing. I like to clear everything away and then just give it a good wipe down because crumbs get everywhere behind your storage containers, behind the toaster. So I just like to clear it away and give it a good wipe down. I'm in love with these storage containers. I use them to store things I use a lot of, like oats or flours, and I'm just gonna top them off with any leftover bags I have in the pantry, just to kind of consolidate everything so I don't have like two of the same thing in the cupboard. Filling up my popcorn kernels. Matt and I make popcorn all the time for like a late night treat, so we always have to have those on hand. I also have everything labeled so I know what goes into each container if they're empty. Since I spend a lot of time in the kitchen, it's really important for everything to be nice and organized and for everything to be accessible. Next, I'm gonna show you guys how I love to clean my cutting boards. This is not something I do all the time, but I like to once in a while give them a good deep clean. So first, I'll just wash them with some soap and warm water and give them a good scrub with a sponge or washcloth. Pat them dry, and then with some coarse sea salt and a lemon, I just like to give them a good scrub. If you're cutting anything like onion or garlic, they're quite fragrant and they can usually leave a smell behind. So if you're gonna cut like an apple afterwards, it might have a eau de garlic scent to it. So I just like to deodorize it with the lemon. And then I just like to seal and moisturize it with either some olive oil or coconut oil. I'll just massage that in and then just pat it dry with a clean tea towel. Now this is something I do usually every week, is I like to deodorize and clean my sink. A lot of food and dishes go into the sink and it can easily get stinky and dirty. So I just like to make sure I'm washing it every so often to deodorize it and make sure it's sanitized. So I give it a good wipe down with some soapy water and warm soap. And then I'm just sprinkling some baking soda and taking a sponge with some dish soap and giving it a really good scrub. This is gonna help deodorize, disinfect, and just really shine up your sink so it looks brand new and it smells nice and fresh afterwards. Lately, we've been using one of these little drain catchers in our kitchen sink, and it helps so much to keep food and stuff from clogging up your sink, which also helps with smells because your food isn't getting caught in the drain. Last but not least, another thing I like to do in the kitchen is wash out my water bottles. It's amazing how much bacteria can collect on your water bottles. I think I actually read an article one time that they're one of the dirtiest things that we carry around with us. And it's because a lot of people are drinking it all day and they're not actually washing it out at the end of the day with soapy water. So I have this bottle scrubber that I love using, and I'll just take some soapy water and wash them out really good, give them a good scrub, and let them fully air dry just to really wash them out and disinfect them. Especially since a lot of these water bottles can't go in the dishwasher, it's just really important to give them a good hand wash. As I mentioned, I will link all the cleaning products I used down below in the info box so you guys can check that out if you guys are interested in any of the ones I used in today's video. Alright guys, that's my spring clean routine. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it helped motivate you guys to clean your own space. And I just really want to emphasize on the fact that when you have a clean, organized space, it really does affect your mood in a positive way. I know for me, I work from home, so if my space is clean or messy and cluttery, I just feel less like motivated to do work and think creatively and all that. So I think having a clean space is so important and something you definitely should do before the nice weather comes. Otherwise, you're just gonna really procrastinate and not do it. And I will link last year's spring cleaning video in the info box down below. It has a ton of other hacks and tips and things that I clean during this time of year that I didn't feature in this video because I didn't want to like overlap on too many things and I want to show you new things. So if you want to know how I clean my like fridge and bathroom and things like that, definitely check out that video. Let me know also what your like most daunting thing is to clean that you just procrastinate or never do. Leave me a comment down below. I feel like for me, it's like organizing and decluttering my closet. There's just so many clothes and I never know what to get rid of, and it just, I don't know, my indecisive Libra brain does not like it. So that's always like my most daunting task that I hate doing, but I have to do every single spring season, because otherwise you're just gonna have a bunch of stuff there that you're never gonna wear. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much guys for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Click that subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.